Alright, the Stanley Cup playoffs have finally arrived. Been waiting for this for so long, and I'm going to make my bracket. I did this last year, and I'm going to do it again this year on the video. So last year, I believe I predicted my Florida Panthers to win, and we did. And I actually got that bracket correct. Very, very correct. I'll actually have to maybe make a separate video looking at that one. But 2025 is here. So I'm going to start with the West because I know less about it. So, first matchup, the Jets and the Blues. I'm picking the Blues because it's the Jets. And plus, one of my online friends is a Blues fan, so, doing that for him. Dallas Stars and the Colorado Avalanche. That's a tough one. I feel like they're both. Man, I know way less about the West, but I feel like both of them are really, really good. I want to pick the Stars, though. Do I have to pick the games in here or not anymore? No? Or maybe that's later. Anyway. The Vegas Golden Knights and the Minnesota Wild. I don't think Minnesota has a chance. The Kings, the Los Angeles Kings, and the Edmonton Oilers. I just don't know how the Kings. I mean, the Oilers have won every single time, so I'm picking the Oilers to beat that. Now I have the games. Blues. Okay, I have the Blues in 7, Stars in 6, Golden Knights in 5, and Oilers in 5. Okay. Next up, in the Western Conference, second round, the Blues versus the Stars. It's very unrealistic, but I'm going to put the Blues there because it'd be fun to have them there. Vegas and the Oilers. Who would win? I mean, the Oilers went to the final last year, and now they're probably banged up, but they probably have a flair in them now to get back to the finals. And plus, I'm going to say a little fuck you to Vegas because of 2023. So, Oilers. And the Western Conference final of the Blues and the Oilers. I'm picking the Blues to win that, and they'll go to the finals. So I'm going to send this to my friend. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. Put the Blues to go all the way. Now into the East. First round, we got the Battle of Ontario. The Toronto Maple Leafs and the Ottawa Senators. Ottawa's winning that because it's the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's the Toronto Maple Leafs. I can't pick them. I picked them to lose last year, and I was correct. Next is the Battle of Florida. My Panthers will be taking this, and I'll set the games after, but my Panthers will come out on top once again. It'll be a war, but we'll come out on top again. Next series, the Capitals and the Canadiens. Capitals are winning. There's no way that Montreal can take them out. I don't think. I'd be surprised if they do. Next series, Canes, the Devils, so we care to put the Canes. So Battle of Ontario has to go 7 because it's the Toronto Maple Leafs, and they always have to go the maximum amount of games just to lose. Battle of Florida, 6 games. Capitals and the Canadiens, 5. And those two go 6. Alright. So we have the second round. The Senators, the Panthers. Panthers take that over the Senators. Well, that would be fun. It'd be like a Chuck Bowl, assuming neither get hurt in the first round. But that'd be fun. Cowboys and Hurricanes, say the Capitals make it to the conference final. And it'll be a rematch of 2022, and the Panthers will once again take it. So who's going to win the Stanley Cup? My Panthers are going to be repeating. The total number of goals scored in the Cup Finals. I don't know how many were scored in last year's final. I actually don't know how many were scored total. It wasn't a lot though. Let's say like 46. I feel like it's reasonable. Is it? Or is that a high? Let's say like 28. 33. Okay, semi bracket. Okay. So this is mine for 2025. That's my prediction. It's going to be Panthers Blues Cup final with the Panthers repeating because I feel like we can. I believe my Florida Panthers have what it takes to repeat as Stanley Cup champions. You could argue we're better than last year's team in some ways. So yeah, that's what I'm going to say. The Panthers win. And I'm actually going to now take the opportunity to look at my bracket from last year to see just how correct I was. Because I haven't looked at that in a while. So I pulled up my video from last year's prediction. So let me go see. Today I'm going to be. I'm going to mute myself. So let me see for each series. I did. Okay, so Dallas there. And who did I pick in the other one? I want to see how good I did. I picked the. Okay, well that wasn't right. Okay. Although I know I did really well in that bracket. I forget my points I got, but let's see the games. Did I get the games right? Oh, I did for that one. That one was with 100%. Not that one. That one ended up being correct. Not that one. Still, though, that's really good though, for first round. Did I keep going? Did I go? Okay, on the other side. Yeah, that was correct. Panthers won. Who did I pick to win? I'm pretty sure I picked the Bruins to win. I'm pretty confident I picked the Bruins to win, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I picked the Bruins to win because, of course, because it's the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Toronto Maple Leafs cannot win in the first round, except for the one time when they did. But they can't do it because they've had their same core for over a fucking decade, and somehow magic is going to change all of a sudden. No, because the Cavs, of course, the Rangers, which aren't even in the playoffs. Because I don't know about the Bruins. But still, I got a lot of predictions correct. Well, let's see for the games. I said 6. Actually, it was one off. It was 5. That was correct. That was perfect. I know the Rangers swept the Capitals. I think I had 5 on me. Yeah. That was 6. Well, that also ended up being 5 games. Yeah, so the Stars. So that was accurate with the Stars, and the Oilers as well. That was actually very accurate. Panthers. Yeah, Panthers. Yeah, so you can see it's like very correct up until this point. Like it's just so accurate. Generally, not 100%, but it's like super accurate. Of course, that ended up not being accurate with the Stars. And for me, of course, I picked my Panthers to win. Now, I don't pick them every year. In fact, I will tell you, there were 2 years I picked Tampa to win. 2019 and 2023. Both years I picked Tampa to win, they lost in the first round. Both times. So I just can't pick them because I picked them twice, and my bracket was completely fucked both times. But yeah, so yeah, my bracket last year was very, very accurate. Very, very accurate. I don't know about the goals, but still was really good. So we'll see if this year is the same thing. So yeah, let's go Panthers!